Hi everyone, my name is Grace and I am going to walk you through today how to make the Kendall Reagan Nutrition Center's no-bake flaxseed and coconut energy bites. So what's awesome about these energy bites is they're fairly low in calories, very high in protein and fiber, which is going to make you feeling full for longer. The main source of that is from the flaxseed meal, and I love to keep flaxseed meal on hand because you can really throw it into a lot of things: smoothies, baked products, these energy bites today. And flax seeds are full of omega-3s and fiber. Okay, so for this recipe you will need 6 tablespoons of chocolate chips, half a cup of creamy peanut butter, 1/3 of a cup of honey, teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2/3 of a cup sweetened coconut that has been toasted and cooled, 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, and then this is half a cup of ground flax meal. Okay, so our first step is going to be combining all of the wet ingredients. So you're going to take your half a cup of creamy peanut butter, 1/3 of a cup of honey, okay, and then you're going to take 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you're just going to stir this together until combined. Okay, so after you've combined all of the wet ingredients, you're going to move on to your dry. So we have here 2/3 of a cup of toasted coconut, and to toast it, I just put it into the oven at 325 degrees for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can also do this over the stove top. You'll just have to keep an eye on it a little bit more because it toasts a little bit quicker. So I'm going to mix in my coconut a little bit, and then we have 1 cup of old-fashioned oats. And so the difference between different oats, if you have them at home, is old-fashioned is just not as soft as quick cooking, but it's a little bit softer than steel cut. So depending on what kind you have, you might have to pulverize it up in a food processor or a blender a little bit just to get it to a little bit finer of a texture. And now we're going to add 6 tablespoons of chocolate chips, and then half a cup of your ground flax meal. And so flax meal is preferred over flax seeds just because the ground form is easier for digestion. So if you're using whole seeds, it might pass through undigested, which means you won't get their benefits. Alright, so after a few minutes, you'll get this kind of compact texture. And so now we're going to throw this in the fridge just until it is set. Okay, so I just took the no-bake bites out of the fridge and they've been in there for about 30 minutes. So now we're going to shape them into a 1-inch ball, which is going to be a little bit smaller than about a ping pong ball. Okay, so with this spoon, I'm just going to take a little bit and work it with my hands to just kind of shape it into a ball. And this recipe is going to make about 20 of these, and if you think 1 inch is too big for you, you can totally do smaller. Thank you everyone for following along today on the No-Bake Energy Bites. I hope you all try them at home and check out the KRNC's website for a couple other variations on the snack.